Hi guys. So I got back to this project. I've been out the workshop for, well, I don't know, a long time flies at the moment with these lockdowns. I have no idea what day of the week it is most of the time. But yeah, I did a few other projects here and there. They've all been uploaded onto YouTube. I'm sure you saw them. So now I've got a bit of time on my hands and I've come back to this shaving horse. So yeah, I'm winging it. I'm just trying to make a prototype, and maybe in the future we'll have some plans and some more description about how to really make it. So this is just my prototype. So yeah, just hang out with me while I'm figuring it out. You've seen the rest of the video before this part. So now I decided what I want to do. I want to put the legs on temporarily to see how stable things are and how this folding idea works. So I'm just going to connect all this together because at the moment it's not connected. So I'm just going to use a few screws and whack all this together for now. Looks like it's going somewhere. Now, of course, I wouldn't use screws for these folding legs. I'm going to have to use some bolts or threaded rod or something. So we'll get to that in a minute. All right. Okay, so we want some kind of something. So, well, we're going to need something here, so that the legs can't just fly open, and we're going to need something a bit wider at the bottom to make it stable. Let's flip that over. Yes, indeedy, strange days. Oh, look how stable it is. I can't even flip it over easily. So what do we do? Oh, lovely. Okay, so we need to loosen this off a bit. Loosen this off a bit. Let's see, we have some issues. Ah, that's it. It's going to only close that far because of this. So this isn't a good position, you see. It doesn't really let everything close up very much. So this is troubleshooting. This is winging it. This is figuring it out as you go along. Clamps are amazing. Because without clamps, I'd have to screw everything together all the time, like I did here. If I want this to fold as much as I can out of the way like that, then when I want it to open, so I have to put some, this has to be here, like that, and then it'll bump into it here. Yes, sir. That's what we have to do. So we're going to move those screws to here and screw this on here. Okay, I'm going to flip that over, stick it on the floor, and see how it is. I'm going to leave that one there for now. Well, you can't see the floor. Oh. So I'll move you in a moment. Here we go. So now it's on the floor. Pretty stable, even with just one of these. Because I'm contemplating even just making one leg at the front. I don't know. So this is good. I like this. Okay, so things changed a little bit off camera. It was all over the place and some people came and whatever, so the camera was off. But now we're in this situation. It can fold up nicely. You can open and stop. And I've also added a spacer in here, a 3mm piece of very thin sandwich, so that all the pieces that are going to slot in from the top for the shaving horse will be able to slot in, and more importantly, the lever for the dumb head's the piece that holds the work, will be able to move freely in here. Okay, so that's where I am now. Oh, and I added these to make it a bit more stable. So now I'm going to work on this piece, which is looking a bit like this at the moment. I'll sort of pop in there. That of course needs to be longer, with some kind of stopper on it. And then inside of there, well, where's the piece I want? Hang on. Yeah, where did I put it? Well, it's existing somewhere. That's funny. That's funny. You can probably see it, can't you guys? Well, when I find it, okay, so it needs to be like, this is the same thickness as this. It's going to go in there. And when that's in centralized, you see, this can now move freely. The actual pivot point is going to be here. Yeah, so now I need to play with these mechanics. That's what I'm going to do now. And there's enough room to sit here, enough room here to put your feet, and this whole unit will be able to pop out. Here, it's going to be the fulcrum, and this will be the head, something like this. Of course, it's a bit long at the moment. Yeah, it's starting to take shape. Alright, so now I'm just playing around with this dumb head idea. It'll have to be 3 pieces, I guess, just so you don't have to cut great mortises. And to close somewhere like this, so I need to decide where is my fulcrum gonna go. Somewhere around here. Some kind of guesswork at the moment. Story of my life. There's my meter. Oh, yeah. Where I live, they call this a meter. It's a tape measure. Okay, so what should we do? We'll measure from here, I guess. And what am I going to use for my pivot point? I'm going to see what I can find. Nice steel bar. Do the job. Now, figure out what most people are going to be able to find for that. So let's use that. Just check the diameter and drill some holes. Well, I just turned my drill cabinet upside down. I couldn't find my 13mm bit. So I'm going to drill a 12 and I'm going to enlarge it with a 12.5 metal bit and see how that goes. So I'm going to take all this, mark it and drill it. That's what I'm going to do. So I can leave this here. Take these off. So as you see, it's a long process. Troubleshooting. shooting. There's those little spacers I was talking about, which allow this thing the freedom to move, not this one, the other one, this one, which allow this the freedom to move because it's all the same thickness, otherwise it will be stuck in there. I hope you follow me. Well, I should practice what I preach, because you should close a Jacob's chuck in all 3 holes. I wanted to drill this also, but there's a remainder of a mortise up here, so I'm going to chop that off, take the measurement afresh. So there we are. I've cut off the mortise, marked this afresh, and deleted my old mark because I'm just a human being and I'd probably end up drilling the wrong hole if I hadn't taken it off there. So this is where I need to drill, and I'm not in the centre. See, I've come over to the side, and that will cause, if you can, I don't know if you've got any focus. Look here. So that will cause all the time that it will open and not be just swinging in the middle. It's kind of like it'll be hanging open like this. When there's some weight on there, it'll be more, well, whatever. There'll be more. I'm going to go even more off centre because it wasn't very more enough. It's a shame you can't just follow me around. Well, that's good enough for me. I wish I had a 13. I would really enlarge these guys a bit, but I can't find a 13 now. There's a guy's YouTube channel I was watching called Musty, M-U-S-T-I-E, and he works on all sorts of restoring all sorts of internal combustion engines, and all sorts of motorbikes and cars, and I think he's got maybe a... Hi Musty, if you're watching, I'll let you know I was talking about you. I think he's got a GoPro mounted on his head. And you really feel like you're looking over his shoulder. It's quite nice. It's like a... you get his point of view. Screwdriver. Can you see it? You want to see the screwdriver? Screwdriver. Over there on the saw. Yeah. So I don't have a GoPro. I don't feel like strapping a telephone to my head. I think that would be a bad thing for my health. What do you think about 5G? Lovely. Some dogs went by. Yeah, so I was saying, what do you think about this new telephone system? Let's call it the new telephone system. What do you think about the new telephone system? A lot of controversy at the moment. All sorts of theories. Let me know what you think. put this one on top of this one, and I think it would be a wise idea to pop a bit bent. Was that my imagination? It's a bit bent, isn't it? All the time telephone calls. Okay, so what was I doing? I was putting that through there, like that. I should pop that in the middle as well. Yeah. Pushing everything back. Cool. Haha, you see? It always opens. I like that. Then now I know where's that piece. That's okay. Let's cut that off the same. A couple of them on there like that. Dangerous. You hear me screaming. I bumped into it. Okay, so now my little marks will tell me where to put my new screws so they don't clash. Well, this is fun. Pretty good. I do like mechanical woodworking. It's like different to boxes or whatever. I like it. You've got mechanics and moving parts and stuff. Now these screws aren't going to stay. I'm going to put some threaded rod or something through there. You could always use some bigger screws. I mean, there's big, what do you call them, lag bolts. Could do the job with a big washer or something. But I'm going to put threaded rod through. Okay, let's have a look. There we are. Bunk, bunk. Very nice. Now it needs a foot pedal, which I'll make something similar, I guess. We'll round off these corners. Oh, I do like it. Let's stick on here with a clamp for a minute, just to see. See if it can hold a piece of stick. Let's have a look. Let's bring a stick. And one of them. All right. I'm going to climb up there. Don't want to fall down and look silly while I'm making a video. Let's bring a stool. Go. Alrighty. Alright. I don't have another foot pedal over this side, never mind. It's going to tend to pick up at the back, isn't it? Yes. Yes, indeed. we have to put a pin or something to lock that back there. Another piece of this rod, perhaps. Anyone got any ideas? Oops. Hold it on like that. Back of it. Well, you can't see that. I'll bring you over here to have a look, but I'll show you what the problem is. Push down here, and then the draw knife. See this? Oh, see it rising up here. I'll make this piece longer, and then just pop, and this one as well. I'll make them longer, and just pop something through them, like on a pole lathe. Yeah. That's what I'm going to do. Okay, what time is it? Wow. It's getting on a bit in the afternoon. I might call it a day there. All work and no play makes Dave a dull boy. So I think I'm going to go home and spend some time with my daughter, and get back to this tomorrow. But yeah, it's taking shape. This is my only problem. I never thought. Well, actually, I did foresee it, and I forgot all about it. A long time at the beginning of all this, I said I'll make it like a pole lathe. And in a pole lathe, you have a wedge that goes through here, through the bottom of this piece. This should come out longer, and a wedge that goes through, which will jam that in place. Maybe I'll take a bit off here as well, so there'll be a bit more area for friction. And I'll do the same. And I'll do the same with this one at the front. Okay, so I'm going to leave it there for now, and I'll get back to it tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Please say what you think down in the comments below. Share it with a friend, like, subscribe, all of that stuff. Take care of yourselves. Let me know what you think about the present situation. How are you dealing with all this lockdown, all this political manoeuvring, what's going on in the world? Let me know what you think. I'd love to hear from you all. So, take care, look after yourselves. Bye for now.